YouTube. So since we last left you, we had just crossed over into Portugal. Since then, we have celebrated Ben's birthday, said birthday boy, and we spent the day in Porto eating lots of nice food, looking around the cute city, and now we're driving to a really cute town with an apparently impressive castle. Let's go see it.
Hello and welcome to our channel. I'm Ben.
And I'm Jess.
And in September 2024, we sold our house and most of our belongings, packed what was left into our self-built camper van Serenity, and headed off on a once-in-a-lifetime travel adventure.
This channel is our record of everything we get up to, so we hope you enjoy following along.
We have arrived in Castelo Novo, which is a small historic town in the east of Portugal. I always get my east and west confused.
Never eat shredded wheat.
Yeah, that never helps me though, because you still have to remember which way to go.
Because you're going clockwise. Never eat shredded wheat, you go clockwise.
Right, okay, fine. The weather has betrayed us. It was supposed to be sunny, and instead it's gloomy and wet. That's all part of the fun. So we're not going to let that put us off, and we're going to go and have an explore around the little village anyway. See the sights.
Take you with us.
Yeah. It's very pretty with its little winding streets and orange trees everywhere.
Cute fountain and old steps over there. So I think this is an old wine press. I think you like stomped the grapes in then and it went through the hole, like the juices.
I think that is actually what they did, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the village has got lots of those little signs dotted throughout it with points of interest and old sort of historical bits of information about the village. We like a good plaque with little local information.
It's so quiet here. We're literally the only people. It feels like an abandoned magical village or something.
Yeah, I think we literally haven't seen another human being so far. We could be the only ones here for all we know.
This castle was built in the 12th century after the land was gifted to the Knights Templar. Some decades later, the king ordered the castle to be renovated and it was given the Gothic style that's shown today. The town of Castelo Novo spread and grew from the walls of the castle, and although there was great damage during an earthquake in 1755, a lot of the homes and narrow winding streets still exist from that period.
You know, the sounds of dogs barking is the only evidence that there's anybody here. We could literally be the only two human beings here. It's so quiet. The village also has its own Wi-Fi supply, so you're set for internet if you do come and visit. Like you said, it is kind of like, it feels like an abandoned village.
Yeah.
Even though it's not. There are people that live here.
Yeah,
But
you can smell the log burners in the air, which is really cool. Don't know if you can see just how many orange trees there are. I mean, they're everywhere. It's so cool. Oranges and lemons just growing in January. Like, that's just so wild to me. It's really cool though. And over there are some donkeys, which is, I don't know, exciting.
yeah, it's mad. We've seen no humans, but we've heard dogs, we've seen a cat, and we've got donkeys.
Yeah, and there's swifts flying around here as well, so they must be nesting maybe in the like nooks and crannies of the old castle. I don't know how well you could see that, but that was the swifts coming in to land in the castle walls.
It's probably worth saying we are obviously here out of season. We're here in the middle of January, so I'm sure during the high season it would be a lot busier and noisier, but still, it's a very, very cute, very, very peaceful little village. And it's in a really interesting place, just kind of propped up here on the hillside.
There's even a surviving Roman road that runs through the village. This very one we're walking on right now was used by the Romans. Castello Novo is also famous for its pure water and is commercially available today. We managed to explore the old factory where the water was collected and distributed. Love a good abandoned building. Yes, it's raining. We were promised sun. Where is it? Okay, wish me luck.
Oh. Yeah, it does move slightly alarmingly. Oh, we made it.
That made lots of noise. Bit of sun, look at that.
Still raining, but there's sun.
Yeah.
We're halfway there.
Do you know, it is raining, but it is still warm.
Yeah.
So we're feeling a bit shaken. Ben had gone out for a walk and he sent me a message to say, come, there's cats. So of course I went out and had a little fuss with these cute cats. But as we were there, I think we were walking along the road near a farm, and the farmer had pulled up and opened his car door and a dog came out. This dog came chasing us, barking at us, aggressive, and we sort of carried on walking, trying to get out of its way, and it kept barking at us. And then it bit Ben, not badly, but it did bite him. And we just sort of carried on walking down the road, just sort of trying to get out of its territory, because clearly it was trying to defend its area or whatever it was. And yeah, eventually it just kind of left us alone. I think we got out of its territory. But in order to get back to the van, we couldn't then walk past that farm again. We had to literally go back down into the village, around, and then back up the other path to get back to the van. His owner was there, but I don't know whether he just didn't know what was going on or whether he just didn't care. But yeah, we're pretty shaken. We're feeling a bit and adrenaline. Yeah, beautiful place, but not fun experience there. How you feeling?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, I think I should say it did, like, it nipped the back of my leg. Like it broke the skin, but only a tiny bit. It wasn't like a bite. It was very much a warning shot, but it hurt still, and it was kind of scary because it didn't stop. It just kept coming and coming and trying to nip at our ankles as we walked away. And then, yeah, as Jess said, eventually we must have got far enough away that it decided we were out of its territory. But then we did, like, well, I tried to walk back because I was like, actually, let's just go back to the van now because it's feeling a bit shaken. I'm trying to go back up that road, and it sort of ran down the hill and started barking at us again. So it was like, right, we can't go back that way. So yeah, as Jess said, we had to walk all the way around to do this huge loop to go up another way to get back to the van, because otherwise we couldn't go back down the same road.
Yeah, which, considering the owner was there, feels quite bad. He must have known his dog was barking at someone, but he didn't call him back or anything. So yeah, we had to avoid walking past his farm to actually get back to our van. Good job there was another way. That was quite terrifying. Where are we, Benjamin?
Where are we? It's called the Convent of Christ in a town called Tamar. I don't know much more about it than that, to be honest. Just put it on the map. We're here, we're going to go and learn some stuff.
After a slightly traumatic end to the day yesterday, we are now in a new town and we're going to go and explore this Convent of Christ. Turns out we've gone the wrong way and haven't gone to the convent, but we've ended up at a castle instead, so this is still cool.
Convent to come.
Yes. That's a big old tree, isn't it?
It is. Them vegans hugging trees again.
All the orange trees. I really want to pick an orange.
Yeah, they're going to waste on the trees.
What's the word I'm after? What's the word I'm after?
Sounds like.
They're walking the border, and they can look out at their enemies. Enemies, aho! And then they can warn the king. I don't know how it works.
Do you think we should read about a place before chatting about it?
Yeah. Very good. We're now in the convent, we've made it. Oh, it's so pretty, and there's Portuguese tiles everywhere, and I love them. So we were in the convent, we were just in the grounds of the convent / castle. We'll figure out what we're doing eventually. This is the washing cloister, so it's where they did all the chores and the washing and things. And this was built in the 1400s, well old. We have since learnt that from the 12th century, the Convent of Christ was a castle used as a Templar stronghold. However, from the 14th century, after the dissolution of the Templar, it was taken over by the Knights of the Order of Christ. When the Templars held the castle, it was used as a defence against the Moors, who occupied an area nearby. When the Order of Christ took over, it became a convent to which they made many improvements and additions. This gives it a giant labyrinth type feel, with winding hallways and staircases, giant ornately decorated rooms, and many cloisters with a variety of plants growing in each. The convent is now listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has been since 1983.
This place is like a never-ending maze.
I think it might be like in some sort of time warp, because like we take like 2 steps and then there's another garden and another room completely different to what we've even seen before. Like, I don't understand. There's a massive fireplace, it's huge, it's massive. It does feel a bit Hogwartsy with the massive dining tables in this room. Order. Wait, what does Dumbledore say at the feast? Let the feast begin! Right, we're back at the van, having visited the convent. Well worth it. It was 15 euros each, and we were kind of umming and ahhing whether it was worth the cost of just paying that to go in. But it is stunning, and it's massive. The church in particular, with all the paintings and things, that was really pretty. And yeah, it just goes on and on and on, and there's cloister after cloister and little nooks and crannies that you can go into, and suddenly you're somewhere completely different you've not seen before. So yeah, recommend it. It's very good. We got this cute little magnet in the gift shop in the style of a Portuguese tile, so I'm happy with that. Right, we're off to our park up for the night then. We've just pulled up at our park up for the night. This is the best park up ever. Hello. Oh my gosh. It's okay. So we were just reading about the cats, and it is a programme to neuter stray cats. They've all got little beds, they're all well fed. It says don't feed them, and I was literally planning my trip to the supermarket to get them some cat treats, but I'll be good, I won't. Unfortunately, because they're strays, they don't want to come for loving, so I'm missing out on my cat loving. But at least they've got little houses and they're being neutered, so that's something.
So my goal for the rest of the day will be to keep Jess away from the cats, and if I can corral her back into the van, we will then have some dinner and chill for the evening and go to bed. So that'll be about it for this one, and we will see you in the next video.
Hello, handsome chunk. You've got a stiff leg, haven't you? Hi. Have you got a stiff leg? Oh, a big stretch. Hi. You're all damp, hey? Oh.